We've got a busy weekend of events on tap, from Fort Worth's Main Street Arts Festival to Ennis's Bluebonnet Trails Festival and so much more. But the big question, will the weather hold up? But first we have a traffic alert, an 18-wheeler crash as I welcome you to Midday. I'm Morgan Young, and we want to get straight to traffic anchor Erica Lopez on this.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Morgan. So anyone getting ready to leave the house in Tarrant County, that northwestern portion along 820 eastbound, we're fully shut down. So we've got the chopper this midday just to give you a really good view of what we're following. The wreck we know involves a semi truck. I'm just getting eyes on chopper with all of you. You can see a couple heavy duty tows out here, several police officers and emergency crews fully closing that eastbound side of 820 at Navajo. Again, this is on that northwestern portion of Tarrant County. As it stands, we're working to get some more information, but anytime we see a semi truck crash, it typically lingers for some time between the investigation out here, the cleanup, which it looks like there was some dirt and debris in the roadway that crews were working to clear. Right about here, you can see that. So this all needs to be clear and safe for folks to drive on before things get reopened. This is our view from our tech stock camera in the area right now. So again, this could likely take some time. I want to show you where this is on our map. 820 eastbound in Navajo, like I mentioned, as far as getting around it. If you need to travel through this area, 183 is going to be a good workaround option to fully avoid any delays that we're seeing for the closure right now. Now, the westbound lanes are open there, but I want to take you over to what we're seeing in Dallas County. This is pretty wild. This is at 75 South and Woodall Rogers on the westbound ramp. We've got a lane closed because it looks like this trailer totally detached from this truck, and they're trying to figure out how to get it because it's kind of right on the edge there, which is very scary. Aside from that, one other problem I want to leave you with in Ellis County, 45 and Parker Hill Road, we've got another wreck with only one lane open and moving. I do want to send things over to Greg now because you've got a lot going on in the forecast.
Yeah, but no such issues like that going on right now. Things are going to be breezy and warm out there for us right now. But what you need to know as we get prepared to head on into the weekend, we are looking at that strong cold front that's going to arrive late tonight, heading on into tomorrow morning, and that will bring a round of showers and thunderstorms after midnight. The severe weather threat very, very low here, but we'll talk more in detail about that for you. The bigger story is going to be the windy, much cooler conditions that we're going to have on Saturday, and then especially heading on into Sunday morning. Weekend, though, we'll have the rain chances on Saturday. Not going to be a washout. We'll be able to have some sunshine to enjoy as we get into Sunday, but again, it will be quite chilly, so we'll get more into those temperatures here in just a little bit. For right now, taking you on out to our studios here late this morning in downtown Dallas at 76 degrees. Look at those winds. They're gusting to 35 miles per hour out there for you right now. So we've been talking about those winds gusting up around 30. So we have gotten a little bit higher than that. Those low clouds rolling through. Looks like these will be sticking around, I think, for the most part, too, as we go into the afternoon hours here for today. So certainly going to have more clouds than sunshine around, it looks like, for today. But as we look at the temperatures for you now, mid-upper 70s, heading out to McKinney at 76 right now, 75 heading over to Terrell and Canton. So it is breezy, it is warm, it is humid. The rain, though, is going to hold off through the day if you have some plans for this afternoon. Maybe heading on out this evening. We'll have those gusty south winds, 15 to 25 sustained. But again, already up over 30 miles per hour with some of those gusts. We're going to be up around 84 or so for that to high later on today. And then you see some very low end chances for a few little showers heading into the evening hours. But the best chance for the rain and thunderstorms will be after midnight tonight. So we'll break down the timing with that cold front and just let you know how chilly it's going to be, too, as we get on into the weekend coming up here in just a little bit. But now, Morgan, back to you.
All right, Greg, thank you. We are monitoring a developing story this midday, a deadly shooting at a Wylie park. Police say officers responded to a shots fired call at Dodd Park at about 6 o'clock last night. They found 17-year-old Tyron Curia shot. He was pronounced dead at the hospital. Police are still trying to determine what led to this shooting. No testimony today in the sentencing trial of Tanner Horner, the delivery driver who admitted to killing 7-year-old Athena Strand. But it is a key day to determine how the rest of this hearing will play out and what we will hear from the defense now that the prosecution has rested. Chris Sadeghi explains.
Today, it will just be attorneys and the judge in the courtroom. The jury will not return until Wednesday when the defense begins making their case. This after the state rested their case on Thursday following the most emotional evidence of the trial so far. Some jurors could be seen with tears in their eyes as the prosecution played video from the day Athena Strand was kidnapped and killed. The video taken from inside Tanner Horner's FedEx van was disturbing enough that the judge would not allow live streams and also cut the feed to the overflow room. But those inside the courtroom saw Horner bring Athena into the van and tell her, "Do not scream or I'll hurt you." The recording is an hour long. At one point, Horner covers the camera lens, although the audio continues to record. And during that time, you could hear Athena crying and fighting for her life. The details of what was heard so disturbing that legal expert Terry Bentley Hill thinks the defense case now becomes impossible.
I don't think there's any way a defense expert can come in and provide any mitigating evidence that will overcome what we heard and saw today in the courtroom.
We also heard from Athena's father, Jacob, who said his daughter loved camping and the outdoors. The jury saw a box of unopened Barbie dolls that he got her as a Christmas gift, that package that Horner delivered to their home. Today, the attorneys and the judge will discuss which witnesses will be allowed to testify next week when the defense begins making their case to spare Tanner Horner from the death penalty. I'm Chris Sadeghi, now back to you.
If you want to catch up on key moments in the trial, we have that for you right now on WFAA+. We've been streaming this trial gavel to gavel, bringing you all the testimony and expert analysis each day. Turning now to the war with Iran, President Trump and Iran's foreign minister say the Strait of Hormuz is now fully open to commercial vessels. That comes after the announcement of a 10-day ceasefire, one that seems to be holding right now. Wall Street is looking like what it heard. As we take a live look at it now, you can see the Dow is up more than 1,000 points. Oil prices fell by 10% with today's news, which comes amid the possibility of jet fuel shortages. ABC's Perry Russom looks at where oil and gas stands right now.
With Iran today announcing the Strait of Hormuz is completely open, new Confidence oil tankers can now safely navigate the strait. The ship tracking map this morning shows traffic backed up on both sides of the narrow Strait of Hormuz. The critical waterway has already been open since the U.S.'s naval blockade was put in place, but few ships have attempted the voyage out of safety concerns. Iran's foreign minister says the strait will stay open for all commercial vessels. European leaders huddling in Paris for an emergency meeting on the state of the strait today.
I can confirm that along with France, the UK will lead a multinational mission to protect freedom of navigation as soon as conditions allow.
It comes amid a major warning from Europe over its dwindling supply of jet fuel. The director of the International Energy Agency says European airlines may run out of jet fuel in 6 weeks.
What is happening now is the largest energy crisis we have ever faced.
International airlines already canceling flights as they face surging jet fuel costs and the risk of fuel shortages. The price of jet fuel has roughly doubled since the start of the war with Iran. At the pump, the national average for a gallon of gas is more than $4. For the typical SUV before the Iran war, it would cost you $47 to fill up. Now it's $65. That's 40% more expensive.
How much longer will Americans continue to see these high gas prices?
Well, they're not very high. If you look at what they were supposed to be in order to get rid of a nuclear weapon with the danger that entails.
In response to the announcement from Iran, oil prices are falling. Crude oil dropping so far 10% today. Perry Russom, ABC News, New York.
Teachers and staff at 19 Fort Worth ISD schools will have to decide today if they want to reapply to keep their jobs. The underperforming schools are under a new turnaround plan just approved by the state-appointed board. Under this plan, the most effective teachers will be placed at schools with the most needs. The positions will also come with higher pay. Recent data shows more than 30% of Fort Worth ISD students are not performing at grade level.